Practice makes perfect. What do you think? Hi, I'm Ken and welcome to my channel. And today we'll be talking about practicing. Well, does it makes perfect? For me, practicing does not only makes perfect, but it makes a habit. So practice makes habit, and habits makes you closer to perfection. The closer you are to have something ingrained in you as a habit, the closer you are to reach, for example, the goal that you've been aiming for, the thing that you practice to reach. I was a basketball player, and last time we do train every day just to get our fundamentals right. And it is not just, we're not training those fancy things like special crossover or those fancy move, fancy layups, and those fancy three-pointer step back fadeaway shot. No, we are just training a very fundamental like layup, free throws, three-pointers, but the proper three-pointer ways to get our form right. And then we keep doing running a simple sets, because end of the day we have to make our muscle remember the motion of us shooting, or the motion of us passing, the motion of us running, so that you'll be all muscle memory. You don't have to think so much when we do certain action. And that's the reason of practice, because during game time, if you think too much during game time, most probably you're gonna screw up, because that's why you hear there's many athletes that choke or things like that. It's because like it or not, I mean even professional athletes have it, or about normal people like me and you, and they've been training every day for like 6 7 8 hours a day. And during my university time, I represent university in basketball, and I just played like we train like 2 hours on weekdays. Also not every day, it's around 3 to 4 times a week. And yeah, and that also, um, some of them did become muscle memory, but it's still not at the level as those professional people are, because but it does make it as habit, as when you shoot, then the flow is there, and when you pass it's done very naturally. You're able to see the court easier, can detect everybody where is where, especially when you train as a team. It's a very automatic that you know that the teammate will be at the three-pointer line, or they'll be cutting in, or you get the rebound and things like that. So there's something about practicing. Another example I want to bring in is in toastmasters. So what happened yesterday, which is on the 30th of March 2019, just in case you want to keep track on the time. I've had my division level Toastmasters International Speech Contest. So this is a level before district. District level is kind of like a national level, but before that I've gone through two different levels already. I won the club level, I went to area, I did not win, I got second place, but we are still able to proceed to division level. And division level, there's 8 contestants, and I did not even make into top 3. One of the reason why is training. I've recently joined Toastmasters like less than a year. Okay, it's already nearly a year, April. And I'm quite new in international speech. So when in the club and area level, I'm able to mask some of my uh, deficiencies, you can call it, by doing bigger gestures, um, doing more vocal variety, but not in terms of content. And there's still some screw up, there's still some improvement that can be done. But compared to when I go to division level, is different, because eight of eight of the contestants, where I think 90%, no, yeah, around out of 6 of them, five out of 8 of them are those people they're using the same speech, which is from last year. And of course, speech get refined, get better, your content get better over time, because the best speech are rewritten. It's not fixed in stone. So of course it's better than the previous year. So every time they practice, it will improve, it will improve, and improve, and improve. And it can compare to me when I was doing my club level and area level. I practice, I think, quite many times before, but it's not in the level like what they have practiced, which is like years. and I practice in for area and club level around 1 month. I've done the speech like more than 50, 60 times. I think nearly 100 times. Yeah, nearly 100 times. When I'm driving, I'll talk, I'll be practicing at home. I'll be practicing. I'll be recording myself. I've been listening the same thing and watching the same thing over and over and over again until I feel like I wanted to vomit. And and it was terrible. And when I lost in the area level, I got second place. I decided to change the speech. That time I only have 1 month. Less than 1 month, around 3 weeks to prepare for my next speech. And I write the speech, and then I got 2 weeks. I took 1 week to write the speech, and it took me 2 weeks to refine it and keep practicing. And I did practice quite often as well. Also, I think before the division level, I took Friday off. I spent like the whole day practicing, and on Saturday morning practicing. I literally practice until I hear the stories, so I feel like vomiting. And still, even during the stage time, I still make some mistakes here and there. And of course, um, when you've been practicing like the other contestants for more than a year, you can see there's a level of comfort, a level of engagement that they can do with the audience. So public speaking is all about audience engagement. And when I was on stage, I can still remember the feeling, because after the stage I was like, whoo, finally everything is over. But when I was on the stage, my mind was just in the zone to deliver my content. So it feels, I guess I got a feeling that it feels one way, because all I want to do is just want to split everything out into the audience. Whatever the audience reaction is, I'm unable to capture it, because after the speech, I cannot remember it. All I can remember is that it's done. Finally. I was very happy because I'm able to deliver it. Not perfect, because at the start there's some hiccups that I cannot predict, that is not controllable by me, and this kind of hiccups will throw you off. Life is not perfect, things happens, but I'm focused to just deliver it. And during my start, I did make some mistake here and there, and during my middle of speech also I made some mistakes. So I think I'm 90% there compared to what I 100% practiced. But still, I think I got a feeling that I'm unable to connect to the audience, because I mean when they laugh, I just tune them out, and of course I need time. Time is important, and I want to chase after the time, and time to ignore audience reaction and things like that. Um, so for example, like when I play basketball, because I've been training last time when I played for university, I trained for like 1 whole year. In fact, I've been trained for 2, 3 years, because I've been representing university for my first and second year, 2 years. Third and fourth, I focus on studying. So I've been training for 2 years, and I had to train to a level where I can know where my players are. I know where the opponents are. I know what set they are playing, what set that I will do, where I should run, how should I screen, and things like that. This is all basketball jargon, but yeah, I had to be trained so long only can remember. That's why there's a saying in the when you play in those pickup basketball game, it is very easy to find a very good basketball player, but it's very hard to find a basketball player that is suitable for tournament. Because when you play for tournament, there's a lot of factors in, and the stress, especially when you play in a stage where there's a lot of people looking at you. If you don't have a muscle memory or things that you can practice over and over again until you remember, until it become a habit, it's very tough for you to go into the different level. Because when you play during pickup basketball, is less stress, and you can do whatever things you want, and not many people criticize you. But when you're playing for a championship, it's different thing. Same like this. Although I've been practicing a lot, I'm practicing in clubs, and also I've been doing it not a lot. I practiced twice before the thing, because it's my decision to change the speech before the division level, because I lost in the area. So I and the same winner go to division, and he'll be using the same speech. If my speech cannot win the area level, I don't think I can win in the division levels. That's why I changed it last minute. But the consequences is the delivery is pretty bad, and also it's not engaging to audience. Although I think the delivery is okay, because I planned it well. I think I delivered it well. It's just the audience engagement part which I need to work on. um, and those are not natural to me if you don't have like 1 year, 2 years kind of practice. and I think there's a lot more things to do. Sorry, it ended up become a sharing. It's a sharing of my basketball time and comparing with what I have during my international speech contest, because it's practice. And when you keep doing it over and over and over again, people will say you crazy, but of course you don't do it over again. You do it over again, and you keep improving, keep improving. So and when you do it again and again and again and again, um, unconsciously these things will be ingrained in your habit. Then when you go out on stage, you present, and then you can able to look at all your audience, you're able to wait for the feedback and still not forget your points. Because I have a off tangent again a bit. I have a moment where I think if you watch my previous video, I'll put the link down there. I talk about my speech in the World Speech Day. So what I do is I memorize the thing. Also, I take a day off to practice the speech over and over again, and I watch video of myself speaking over and over again. Doing basic training work is very tough and very grinding, and I don't suggest you to do like last minute like me, like took one day off and one whole day do the same thing. I will believe that training it to train like in a long period of time consistently, just like I'm doing the video right now, is consistency. And if you do it consistently, then only you'll be fully ingrained. And during that speech day, I blanked out because of audience reaction, and then it caught my eye. I just looked at the person, I smiled at it, I laughed at it, and then I just got my trains of thought disappear. And I do not want that to happen. So all my speech contests, I'll make sure that I just deliver my speech. Any question I throw to the audience, I just wait a while, pause a while without actually looking at them. I just pause, because just as a, how to say, imagination of just like yeah, just like a meaning to show that I'm actually waiting to audience to absorb the point. But actually I just want them to absorb a point, but I do not want them to give any feedback because it may throw me off, because it have not ingrained in me yet. So I believe that this failure have a lot of, even in basketball also, whatever you do in work, in doing public speaking. Even public speaking, you need training. Public speaking in sports and things like that, you have to keep practicing consistently so that it's ingrained in you, it became your habit. And if it don't become your habit, you are easily thrown off. And even when I train last time in basketball also, it's still not enough compared to those people that has been training professionally. And those, you can't throw them off when they're locked in. And so go to this, and especially when you're doing public speaking, you need to go on stage more often to practice. There's this thing, stage time is wealth time. I know I've been throwing a lot of phrases nowadays, but these phrases will be ingrained in me as well, and I will keep throwing it in my videos. Hopefully you'll be able to catch up and remember those important terms. And now I failed. I did not fail. I mean, I do make it into division level, which is a pretty good accomplishment for a brand new toastmasters. But it's still accomplishment, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot from all these people, what they think when they are on stage, how they deliver their message. And I have another year to prepare for the next one. Maybe I'll try out for humorous, which is due on September, October, like that. And then I'll see how I improve, because I got a few more months. At least I know. I'll try to grab as many stage time as possible to try to practice speaking in public. And then yeah, this seems fun. But and just a side note, I stopped playing basketball competitively after I fractured my wrist, and then I stopped training already, and now my physics just not meant to play competition anymore. So I'm happy to found Toastmasters as another channel my competitive spirit. So I have another year to start off, and all the best for those that are watching as Toastmasters. All the best for your contest, and rock on. Practice hard, and practice don't make perfect, but it became a habit, and you'll be closer to perfection once it is ingrained in you. So if you like what I share, like my video and subscribe to my channel, and I see you next time. Bye bye.